I took a rest day. And by a rest day, I mean one of those self-care days where you spend the whole day watching Netflix. Where, okay, no, I don't eat bad. But where those days where you do absolutely nothing except instant gratification. And the reason why I took this day, this was a few days ago. The reason why I took it is because I was like sick. I still am sick, you can probably hear it to my voice. So I couldn't record videos, my nose was blocked. So whenever I was reading, I was sounding like, whatever. Like, I'm not gonna do that. So because I was sick, I couldn't record videos. I have scripted, I think I have like 5 videos here scripted. And I only record 4 at a time. Yeah, so I couldn't film any videos. So I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna take a rest day. So on that day, the only productive things that I did were my morning routine, reading, and going to the gym. And the funny thing is, I didn't even plan on reading. I planned on just watching Netflix the whole day. Like, genuinely, I planned on watching Netflix the whole day. I think it was like 7 or 8 episodes of Blacklist downloaded, and I told myself I'm going to watch all of these. And after about an episode, I was like, what am I doing? Literally, after an episode, you know, people complain about, I'll be reading and then I just find myself on Netflix. I was on Netflix trying to watch Blacklist, and then like 2 hours later, I see that, I've been reading for an hour. And to say the very least, I hated that rest day. I hated just sitting around. When I was watching Blacklist, like Blacklist it's probably one of my favorite series of all time. When I was watching it, I just couldn't help but think about my work. I couldn't help but think about my goals, my future. And this may be toxic, but I couldn't help but think about all the people who were working while I was resting. All the people who were overtaking me. TJ! All the people were overtaking me because I was resting, I was watching Netflix. And I'm not saying don't rest. I'm just saying that these rest days, these self-care days where you do absolutely nothing but instant gratification, they will never solve your problems. They will never refresh you as much as you think they will. From this, I've concluded that complete rest days, well, I don't even think rest days is the best thing. Like, you know, what I mean is days where you just do instant gratification. Those days are rubbish. And they will never help you. They will never give you that refreshing feeling that you're searching for. You know, I think that you should work nearly every day. And every day if you can. Because if you want to be more masculine, your work is going to be your priority. Your purpose will be the main thing. So naturally, you're going to want to work more. And I'm not saying force yourself to work every day. I'm just saying do the good habits. Because as a man, if you do the good habits, if you improve yourself, you're naturally going to become more masculine. You're naturally going to find that purpose where you're like, yeah, I'm going to devote my life to this. And I always tell my friends that I find it hard to switch off and to enjoy a movie. And that whenever I watch a movie, I feel like I should be doing something else. I feel like I should be scripting YouTube videos. I should be emailing prospective clients. And I always thought that was a bad thing. I always thought it was a bad thing that I couldn't switch off. And I actually can switch off. I can only switch off after I've done enough work. But I always thought that was a bad thing. And now I've come to take it as a good thing, as an advantage of my personality. I truly think that I've just embraced my masculine core. For me, my purpose is my priority. If you ask me what I'm thinking about, 9 times out of 10 I'll be thinking about my goals. I'll be thinking about what I'll have in 5 years. I'll be thinking about the work that I need to do. And that isn't toxic. It's not like in school where you're thinking about your homework and you're stressed. For me, my work brings me energy. When I start recording YouTube videos, I gain energy. When I go on my laptop and I start searching for prospective clients, I gain energy. My work is refreshing to me. And I hope that you find the same thing. I'm lucky to have found this at 19 years of age. But if you're similar to me, if you're going down this path, I want you to know that rest days, or these instant gratification days, they don't help. In fact, they'll just set you far back. I found that self-care days, these instant gratification days, they're nice in theory, but in practice, they're not so refreshing. I think if you want a self-care day, the best way to tackle it would be a day where you're away from your phone, a day where you're just in nature, a day where you're not necessarily doing all the instant gratification activities, but you are spending more time in nature, you're spending more time thinking, because that's actually what's going to refresh you. Time to think to yourself, time to really be introspective. Not where you're drowning yourself watching Blacklist, which is what I did. And I'm telling you from my experience that is not a good way to have like a self-care day where you feel refreshed. I'll just tell you, if you desire to be masculine, you need to know that a masculine man, his purpose, his work, is his priority. A masculine man cannot sit around all day long and be content. Because by the end of the day, I was unhappy. I was like, what have I spent my day doing? What am I doing? And I do think that it was good for me to have that experience. It was good for me to take that rest day so that I know that on days where I feel like not doing work, on days where I feel lazy, I will know intrinsically that, you know what, if I give into these feelings of laziness, I'll feel 10 times worse than I will if I just do the work. So take what you want from this video, but just know that your instant gratification self-care days, they're rubbish. Cheers, gents.